G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to the 46th episode of our Aston Villa Career Mode series. Today's episode is bound to be a massive one. We are here in the month of August and we have a lot of transfer business still on the cards. If you missed last episode, definitely go and check it out. Two massive signings to our squad that you cannot miss. Also, a little apologies in advance, I guess. I can feel like the early stages of the flu coming on. My throat is closing up big time. Sipping on tea right now, so yeah, hopefully that doesn't affect us, but a little apologies if I sound like an old man throughout the video. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like on it. And also, if you're new around here, make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. So not only do we have a lot of transfer business to do, we also have a lot of Premier League action this episode. 4 games to be exact. At home against Fulham on the first day of the season, which I will play. Away to Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Leicester City at home, and then Wolves away. But we're going to start today's episode off with a training session here. Pintor, a good opportunity for him to go up in a lot of stats. Good opportunity for a lot of players to go up in stats. Pintor goes up in all 3, which is good to see. And slow little growth there for the rest of the squad. Ooh, a transfer offer for Andros Townsend. I've thought about selling Townsend, but honestly, 31 years of age, yeah, he's probably definitely past his peak, but I feel like he's the type of guy that's going to provide us value no matter what, and I really want to keep him just as a squad player, at least until we get another rotational right midfielder, so I'm going to reject that offer. God damn it, Vancouver. God damn it, Mitchell Clark. His transfer talks from last episode have broken down, but we have a transfer offer here for Hepburn Murphy, someone I do want to sell. And you know what? I'm going to accept £3.95 million for him. He won't get any game time with us. We want the money. We need the money. We're going to accept that. And Callum O'Hare's move to Citadella has gone through. He is off there for £1.25 million. And an offer that I'm going to entertain as well. It's £8.2 million for Keenan Davis from Southampton. Oh, do I accept that or do I try pushing for 9.3? Nah, I'm gonna accept that. Let's accept 8.2 for Keenan Davis from Southampton because we've got Lenny Pintor as a decent backup. But it is time to forget about the transfer business for the moment because we are here to kick off what is hopefully going to be a very successful Premier League season. We're facing my favourite side at home, Fulham FC. So it is a new season, and I'm going to say it is a new era here. We have taken our squad from here to here with the signings of Lozano and Wan-Bissaka. In my opinion, we should not need to touch the right-hand side of the field if they perform well for the rest of the career mode. These players are incredible. Definitely excited to see how Lozano can make an impact because that's a big reason why we struggled last season. Ødegaard could just not finish. So I'm hopeful that can change. So here is our starting lineup. Of course, Alfonso Areola in between the sticks. There is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, our new right back with Militao, Lascelles and Emerson. The midfield 3 is the same, but there it is. Irving Lozano up front with Philip and Hudson-Odoi. And now let's see how the Fulham side has changed. So Chichazola, I've never heard of that bloke. He's in between the sticks. They've got Sarr in there. They've got Ryan Sessegnon still. That's big. Seri and Zambo and Guisa in there. Markovic, Zaniolo, and Elyounoussi in there. Zaniolo's a big pickup. And my twin, my favourite player, Alexander Mitrovic in there as well. And I saw Tom Kearney, Captain Kearney on the bench. But here we go. It's a new season. It's a new era. Let's start it off right. Oh, they've played a nice ball down there. Ryan Sessegnon, back post, headed away from Lascelles. It's fallen to Zaniolo. But that is a world-class save there from Areola, keeping it at 0-0. They're on the attack again though. Zambo and Guisa sending that one back post. Headed away, out to Seri. Nah, that one's fallen straight to Mitrovic. And our issues from last season have carried on. I was trying to focus so hard there. I thought I got the perfect block on Seri. I thought that block was going to save it, but it's fallen to Mitrovic. And unfortunately, Areola cannot do anything about that one. Or maybe he could have, but that's tough. Come on. Irving Lozano playing it down the line here to Wan-Bissaka. We need to get our attacking sense of things sorted. going to be Grealish going to Hudson-Odoi. Drags it back, but that's a terrible drag back. William had him all day. This has been pretty average offensively from us to start this game. Here we go, Irving Lozano bolting down the line here. Look at the pace from him. He's going to go to Grealish, who's going to hit it. Yellow timed and find the back of the net. Just like that, we haven't had any real opportunities all season. Yeah, all season, all game. But Jack Grealish gets us our first goal of the season. Got to give huge credit to Irving Lozano, though. His pace was out of this world. Great run, great ball, heavy touch, and I thought the yellow finish was going to cost us, but it ended up helping a lot, and we finally equalise here. Mitrovic is on the attack early here for Fulham. Oh, and Guisa, that's a great touch, but an even better save from Areola. Tell you what, Fulham are causing us some big issues here. Thought we were in trouble with that one. Fulham do have the corner here as well. Ryan Sessegnon, the boy wonder, sending that one in there. Punched away from Areola, but it's out to Seri. Seri through to Zaniolo. Another good save from Areola. He is honestly our man of the match so far. All right, so I am going to make a substitution here if they're going to show it. Nope, they didn't show it, but because I pressed A. But I've brought on Ferrari for Davies. Davies had a pretty average game. But let's make sure we don't concede here. El Yunusi, good save from Areola again. He has saved our asses big time in this game. Markovic down the line. Emerson is chasing. Emerson gets a little bit of body in there, but they win the header. You've got to save that one, Areola. Fuck's sake, we just watched them. You could have easily got to that Areola, but he just stands and watches. Now they have a corner, and they've almost made us pay for it. Honestly, this is not a good start to the season from us. 89th minute here. If we can get a shock result here, I would be over the moon. I mean, heading into the game, it wouldn't have been a shock result, but after the performance we have put in, yeah, that pass just sums it up, doesn't it? I've had a shocker today. Big changes will need to be made. Maybe it's not over. Come on, one last attack. Come on, look at that run. No, I wanted to go to Hudson-Odoi, then Lozano, but Hudson-Odoi is through. He's going to go. Lozano. Oh, what a challenge. We have the corner. This is bound to be the final play of the game. Draxler in. Maximilian Phillip. Somebody get to it. I'm just going to hold down X with Wan-Bissaka. Win that Ferrari. No, he doesn't. Come on, let's hold down X with Emerson. We're into 5 minutes. Come on, win that header. No, we're not going to get anything from this, are we? No. I mean, we probably deserved not to get anything from this game because we played... That's probably one of the worst performances we've had, and that's not the start of the season we wanted. Fulham should have won that game. Areola definitely saved us. He is the man of the match by a country mile. I need to take a look at this side because whilst we got peppered a lot, I feel like our midfield really let us down today. So I'm thinking maybe I might have to make some controversial changes to make sure we dominate games in the midfield. Transfer offer from Manchester United here for Emerson. Nah, I'm not accepting that. I don't want to. He's been alright. I'll look to upgrade him next season, but this season I'm going to keep with him. I need to make upgrades in the midfield, I feel like. Or even the centre-back again. Okay. I'm about to say something that probably isn't going to go down with the Villa fans in the comment section, but last episode, I believe I said, like, what were people's opinions on selling Grealish? I've just looked through the comments from the last episode, and I've barely seen any response to it, and the ones I have seen have said for me to sell him. Now, he did score the goal for us in the last game, but I think we can all agree that overall, Grealish has been hit or miss. And it's a tough call because I know in the rebuilds I do on my main channel, I say don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player, but this is different. This is a career mode with the club. But I'm going to make a tough call. I'm going to transfer list Jack Grealish and I'm going to go in for a new dominant attacking midfielder because I want someone in that position that is a game changer. Someone that is our best player. Someone that steps on the field. I think of like a Kevin De Bruyne, like a Christian Eriksen. I want someone that is going to step up in the attacking midfield role and just dominate the game for us. So, unfortunately, I've transfer listed Jack Grealish. Plus, the fact he doesn't have a proper game face kind of seals the deal for me. So the man that I want to get in the attacking midfield role is Julian Brandt. It was between him and Kai Havertz on who I approached, but Kai Havertz doesn't have a game face. I'm a big fan on a game face. I'm sure most of you guys are. It just, I don't know, it makes for the career mode feel more realistic. So, We can afford to approach the German attacking midfielder now. We're going to go in. If I can get him, I might even keep Grealish as a reserve or a backup player. But here we go. Let's see what we can get him for. He has less than 12 months remaining on his contract. So I'm going to say 54 million, or let's say 55 million pounds. He plays for Leipzig now, not for Leverkusen. They want 71.5. We can afford that, but let's jump it down to 61.5 million pounds. They're going to accept that. Thank you very much, Leipzig. Let's wrap up this deal as soon as possible. So let's go in. He gets 100,000 a week at Leipzig. I'm going to say 140 to 250,000. We can afford that anyway. So let's advance and hope we get Julian Brandt. And in the wait for Julian Brandt to come, we have sold Keenan Davis, who has gone to Southampton. The Englishman signs for 8.2 million pounds. Let's go, lads. Julian Brandt accepts our contract, 140,000 pounds a week, 61.5 million pounds, an 88 rated midfielder. Welcome to Villa Park, Julian Brandt. Let's look at him in the kit now. How good is that? Our new starting attacking midfielder. And there it is. There is the cutscene. Yeah, that looks good. We've got a massive player now. Hopefully he performs for us on the pitch, because our midfielders definitely let us down in the past season, I would say. Julian Brandt, welcome to Aston Villa, mate. And with the departure of Grealish to the bench now, our new starting 11 captain is going to be Tom Davies. I saw some of you guys saying that in the comments section on the last episode, and I agree. Davies has been influential for us since day one, basically. So Davies is the new club captain of Aston Villa. And now the transfer offers begin coming in for Jack Grealish. I want to sell him for a lot of money. So Chelsea say 36 million pounds. Let's get to negotiating. My first counter offer is going to be 51 million pounds. So let's see what Maurizio Sarri or Frank Lampard or whoever it is nowadays is going to say. So 51 is our counter offer. Let's see what Chelsea say. That would leave us with so much money. 43 million, 0.5. Let's bump it up to 50 on the dot. I don't want to sell him for a minimal amount. So 50 on the dot. And they're going to accept that. So it looks like Jack Grealish might be going to Stamford Bridge. And Rushan Hepburn-Murphy's deal to Estudiantes has gone through. He is headed there for 3.95 million pounds. And we get another transfer offer for Jack Grealish. It is from Juventus. Let's jump in and negotiate with them, because realistically, I would rather him play in a league that isn't the Premier League, so that we don't have direct competition with him. But let's see what Juve say. They're going to have to pay more than Chelsea now. We're going to start off at 52.3 million pounds. They're going to accept it. Please, Jack, go to Juve. We are going to simulate this game here away against Crystal Palace. I always like versing Crystal Palace, but I just want to keep going with the transfer business. Let's see if Julian Brandt's time at Villa Park can get off to a strong start. They've got a good side though, Palace. They've got Lingard, they've got all these players. Eggstein, Kouyaté, Valverde on the bench, which is good to see. But the only action so far is a yellow card for Wan-Bissaka against his former side. And Terrier puts Crystal Palace ahead here. Those goddamn away games. Come on, can we get an equaliser? No, they double their lead through Schick. We get a goal back through Philip. Is there time for an equaliser? No, there is not. Emerson gets an injury. God damn it. Our first loss of the season. This has not been an ideal start. Thankfully though, Emerson is only out for 2 days. And there it is, lads. It hurts, but I feel like it was necessary progression for the series as we say goodbye to former captain, club legend, Jack Grealish. He's making the move to Chelsea. I'm still conflicted about it, and I hope you guys aren't too pissed off about it, but I'm sure you can see that bringing in Brandt, getting that money was necessary for the side. We wish him the best of luck at Chelsea. Another transfer offer for Mitchell Clark here. So many offers for him. This time it's another MLS side. It is New York City FC. Will the Welshman hurry up and bloody leave? So I have been putting in offers for a couple of youth academy regens through the free agent system. And George Bray, an English right back, 66 rated at age 19, is going to accept our offer here. So welcome to Villa Park, George Bray. Pretty good that basically our whole reserves now is our youth academy talent. In fact, I should swap out McGinn and Alvarez now that Grealish is gone. But yeah, our whole reserves, except for Sarkic, is players, and Revan and Clark, I should say, are players that we've either scouted or brought in through free agency, so I'm happy with that. And there it is, our second free agent signing that we have brought in is Armand Bizet, the French midfielder, 65 rated, age 20. Excited to see how he grows throughout the course of the series. I have also decided to simulate this game here at home against Leicester City. Brandt's first game at home, but I desperately want to play the game away at Wolves. And if I played both of them, the episode would go on for a goddamn hour. So here is Leicester City. It's 0-0 right now between our two sides. They've got Danny Olmo, who's someone I looked at signing when I was looking at players. But Julian Brandt picks up his first goal as an Aston Villa player, which is beautiful to see. We've got a narrow 1-0 lead right now, but can we hold on to it in the last 10 minutes and collect our first 3 points of the season? Pintor gets his first goal of the season, and there it is, our first 3 points on the board, 2-0 over Leicester. What a surprise. Mitchell Clark's talks with New York City FC have broken down. Yikes. Another training session here as well. Barrios could be going up in overall. He's not, because he gets a C rating. That's actually a pretty trash session for most players. Transfer offer from Leipzig for Areola. I might just block offers for him this season because, I mean, given that start he had against Fulham, or that game he had against Fulham, he's a valuable commodity right now. And loans, there's been a few French clubs coming in for Pintor on loans, but I'm going to reject those. So the draws and the groups have come out for the Europa League this season. And this is the group we will be coming up against in our opening adventure in the Europa League. We have Feyenoord, Brøndby, and Sparta Praha. So definitely a group I expect us to top, but we can't take any of these sides for granted because on their day, I'm sure they could all put up a big fight. It has been an up and down start to the season for us so far, but we have an opportunity here in the final game of today's episode to string back-to-back wins together for the first time as we head to the Molineux, taking on Wolverhampton, a rival of sorts for us in the Midlands of England. But this is my first opportunity playing with Julian Brandt. Very excited to see how he performs. So here is a look at the Wolverhampton side. No more Rui Patricio. Norris is the man in between the sticks. They've got a 5-at-the-back formation, which is frustrating. Doherty, arguably the biggest threat out of those ones. Bastian, a lot of players I don't recognise here, but Mikel Antonio and Lauren up front. That's not a fantastic side, if I'm being honest. But our side, now that's definitely fantastic. Areola in between the sticks. It's the same back line. It is our strongest possible lineup being put out here. But Julian Brandt in the midfield with Draxler, the German chemistry coming up strong. Lozano, Philip, and Hudson-Odoi. So excited for this one. On the attack here, Bastian. We've got to hold the centre. But Antonio going back there. They've got too much space. What a save, though, from Areola. Oh, good defense there. I've been sold. I've lunged in. I shouldn't be doing that. Was that saved, or has that just gone out for a goal kick? No, it's gone out for a goal kick. Thank the Lord. Here we go. Oh, we got lucky there. It's gone back. Here we go. Philip to Draxler. Here we go. Davies. The captain shoots. Good save from Norris. Here we go. Julian Brandt on the ball. He's going to go out to Emerson. We're better when we play up the middle, though, so we need to keep doing that. We're going to go to Brandt. I want to try a long shot with him, but not the moment. Davies. Back heel. Hudson-Odoi makes it 1-0. He has scored so many goals in those positions. Callum Hudson-Odoi puts us in front here. Was that a back heel from Brandt or Davies? Regardless, it was a beautiful ball to them. And Hudson-Odoi, a world-class finish there. It was Davies. Davies with the back heel of dreams. The first time finish into the top corner, cleaning out those spider webs. And that is why we have trained Hudson-Odoi to take long shots, because you'll get results like that. We're going to throw in here as Draxler goes to Irving Lozano. Looking for some numbers in the midfield. Do I try it? Fuck it. Green times Emerson! Oh my god, I've got a bloody testy pop, but what a goal from the left back. We said fuck it, we pulled the trigger, we green timed it, and we have doubled our advantage. What a first half this has been. The testy pop of dreams, the voice crack of dreams, but we've given him so much space, or they've given us so much space. And Emerson, we really haven't tried him with long shots this season, or at all. I think we should try more because that was a cleanly struck knuckleball. Trying to play calm as Draxler goes to Davies. Beautiful touch. Philip, 3-0. This is so easy, but that touch from Davies was incredible. He took it past the defender. We're going to go and celebrate with the away fans here that have made the trip. But that touch from Davies just guided it past the defender, opened the space up ridiculously well for Philip, and Philip banged it in off the post. This is a rampant attack from us, honestly. No disrespect to Grealish, but Brant just feels so much better, honestly. Brant has been so good for us in this game. What a goal. What a game. 3-0 up. Here we go. Philip to Lozano. Oh, good tackle, Hudson-Odoi. Fuck it. Off the post! Oh my god, I need to start saying F it more often when I shoot because we're coming very close every time I do. We're on the attack again here. Lozano, nice La Croqueta. Fuck it, let's have it with him. Lozano scores his opening goal as a Villa player at the near post. Honestly, I've got to ask questions on what their goalkeeper was doing, but that is absolutely brilliant. We are on a mad one. This is one of the best performances I think we've ever had. I want to see the replay though because I want to know what the goalkeeper was doing. Beautiful La Croqueta. So much space. No, we've just beaten him at the near post. GG's, we have just beaten him at the near post with an absolute rocket there. Great goal from Lozano. We have made a triple substitution as well, fellas. I'll point you through it. So we've brought on Pinto, Ferrari, and Ito. We're going to get 3 points. Let's give these guys some game time. Here we go, Wan-Bissaka. Hasn't had much to do in this game, but can he help us out? Pinto. Oh, it falls to Davies. 5-0! I was about to say 5-0. Honestly, Wolves, you suck. Wolves are terrible. We should have made that 5-0, but Wolves are terrible. I expect them to fully go down if they play like this. Lozano going to Davies, to Ito here with the drag back. Through Pinto, through to Emerson. Emerson in! Davies! Oh, good save from Norris. He hasn't made many good saves so far today, but that's a great save. It's still on though. Squared. Pinto! Touch! Goal! 5-0. Thanks for coming. Let's chuck him a little shush. Or let's chuck him a 3. Or whatever that is. The Bala celebration. 5-0. A whitewash. An absolute massacre here against Wolves. Lozano going back. Draxler to Davies. Davies to Ferrari. Heavy ass touch. Oh, Ferrari's ended up with it somehow. Pinto! Nah, that is 6. This is murder. This is absolute murder here against Wolves. This is, without a doubt, the best performance we've ever put in. 6-0 up. Wolves, you are going down this season. That was terrible. Ferrari's just manhandled them, and Pinto's got a brace. What world are we living in? Well, that's a game we're not going to forget anytime soon. Our biggest win as Aston Villa manager comes at the hands and at the expense of Wolverhampton. 6-0 away from home is some murder. So we're here on deadline day. I don't think I'm going to do any more business. I've gotten £61 million to work with, but I definitely want to save it for January so we can make a big splash in the market if needs be. Transfer offer from Borussia Mönchengladbach for Peter Green, our young potential superstar. I'm going to reject it though. I want to let him grow a little bit more. So to say we've had a pretty batshit crazy insane window is an understatement. Lozano, Wan-Bissaka, and Julian Brandt, the big names to come in. We've got Bray and Bizet coming in as well. And then a lot of players out. Erdegaard, Gilbert, O'Hare, Davis, Hepburn, Murphy, among others. Grealish as well. So yeah, it's been a pretty significant window here. Our side, it's looking mint. It is looking nice. It's not bad. My thought process now is I'm going to see how we go at the start of the season. Extra focus is going to be placed on Maxi Phillip, Emerson, and Lascelles. If either one of them doesn't go well, then I'll probably look to upgrade. I might even go for Tammy Abraham in the January window. But that is episode number 46 done and dusted. An episode to remember. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. I'll see you next episode for our first Europa League games ever.